Hey guys, I'm back again to make another nail tutorial. This is actually my first tutorial. The first one was a swatch video. These are how I make my press-ons. I make them just for myself, and usually I wear them with glue. Sometimes, especially in this case, I will be wearing these with little stickies just because I don't want to keep them on for more than a couple of hours. They're great and convenient. If you can't sit down and do your own full acrylic set, or in my case do acrylic or polygel or regular gel or any other set that takes more time, it's always good to have press-ons just there ready to go to have your nails done in seconds. That's why I love them. So I'm going to show you how I made these Ouija board press-ons. Basically, I just used full cover nails and these stamping plates from Maniology that I absolutely love. This is a Ouija board stamping plate that I got around Halloween. It kept selling out because it was so popular. And the cabinet of Curiosities also sold out multiple times. They're just really good plates. If you want them still, they're on the web. So the first thing you're going to need to start your press-ons is your full cover nails. I love Ecbasket because I have really wide thumbnails. I also like BT Art Box. They have really great nails. They're pretty much the exact same thickness and sturdiness as Ecbasket, so either one is fine. For this set, I'm going to be using the Ecbasket Stiletto, or the claws as we call them. I really love this shape. Again, they're really durable. And I love Ecbasket because they fit my wide thumbs. The size 0 fits my thumb from sidewall to sidewall. As you can see, I have my box labeled with my... So if you are like me and have wider thumbs, try Ecbasket. Their nails are really good. So the next thing that you're going to need is your little stand. Usually this is where you would try your nails to see which ones fit. Like I said, Ecbasket is great if you have wider thumbs like me. They fit, as you can see, from sidewall to sidewall. So you would basically size each one of the nails to your finger to see which ones you need. I already have mine ready to go, so we're just going to move on. Now the stand is really helpful. You can get it on Amazon. I'll actually post a link in the description box to where you can find this exact one. It comes with two, actually. It comes with the straight one and the curved one. So basically, you just have your nails all ready to go, and then you're going to use something to hold it onto the stand. I use this Loctite, which is really good. It sticks. Sometimes it can be a little funny depending on how warm it is or how long you've used those particular ones. This one sticks really well, like you can see. So I love the Loctite, but sometimes they can be a little wonky. But you could also use these. These are the sticky tabs that you usually use to stick the press-ons on your nails. But you can use them on the little nail stand. Just pop them on there and you're ready to go. And also, they hold a little bit better on the nail stand to me sometimes than the Loctite. So it's really up to you which one you're going to use. I'm going to use the Loctite just because that's what I usually use, but you can use anything that you want. So for the polish, I'm going to be using this Beetles Gel polish. It's $3.32. It actually came in the Perfect 20 set that I reviewed last time I made a video. It's an awesome gel polish, and I really love how full coverage it is, so I'm going to definitely be using that for this set. To stamp my nails, I'm going to be using this super old Wet n Wild black nail polish. I tell people all the time when it comes to stamping, the older polishes, cheap nail polishes, those are honestly the best. You do not need a stamping polish to stamp your nails. This nail polish is so old. I always tell people if the polish is a little bit on the thicker side or an older polish, most of the polishes that you get at Dollar Tree or the dollar store or any of your older nail polishes that you're going to throw away because they're getting thick, use those polishes for stamping. For the base coat and top coat, I'm using AZURE, which I use all the time. I love them. They're my favorite base and top coat. Now I have the Born Pretty stamper and the Born Pretty scraper. And I always have my tape ready to clean my stamper off between images. This is really easy. Some people use a lint roller. I just use tape. And last but not least, the buffing block. So we're going to start by taking our Loctite putty and just sticking little tiny tabs of it onto the display stand. You don't need big ones, but you want them to be big enough to actually be able to hold on to your nails. So don't make them too small. You're going to stick them on there really, really, really tight and secure. And then you're going to stick your nails on top of them. Now we're going to take the buffing block and we're going to buff the shiny layer off of each nail. You have to buff the shiny layer off because if you don't, the gel polish will not stick to the shiny layer of any nail. So you just want to go through and buff them. You don't want to go too hard and make them thin, but you just want to make them dull so that the gel polish has something to adhere to. So I had to pull out my thin little block, thin file because it's harder sometimes to get in between the nails. But also I was jacking these things up. Basically, sometimes the putty will get a little bit, weak when you're buffing, probably because you're warming it up as you're doing it. And my nail kept falling off. So I just got the little skinny one so I can get all the edges and crevices and really, really, buff these things out right. Guys, when I tell you keeping these things on at this point was a struggle, I was getting so frustrated because the nails kept coming off. And usually I can get through the buffing part pretty quickly. Of course, when I'm on camera, it's going to show out. But like I said, if it's easier for you to just hold them in your hand, do that. Because as you can see, I was over it. I just snatched it off the stand and started doing it right here in my hand. And honestly, you get better coverage that way too. So I would suggest just taking each nail off and buffing them this way. All right, so we made it through the perfect part. Guys, when I tell you these nails tried and they tried my life, but we did it. It's really easy. Just do whichever is easiest for you. If they stick on, then great. If you got to take them off, then take them off. So now we're going to go in finally with our base coat. I love AZURE, like I said. This is the OG triple OG base coat. Like, I love AZURE base coat, and I really love their top coat. I have to try it and see if they have a matte top coat, because you know I'm obsessed with matte. Guys, I cannot stress enough. Thin layers. I'm always tempted to go thick just because I love base coat. I love putting those clear coats on the nails. It's just something really satisfying to me. So I can go heavy, but please do not be like me. Thin, thin, thin. With gel polish, you always want to have a thin base coat, thin top coat, thin everything. Thin, I'm telling you. I actually messed up this set the first time because I went too heavy with the top coat, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what happens when you guys do not use thin layers of nail polish. Literally could put base coat and top coat on all day, every day. Like, it's just so satisfying to me. I don't know. I just love putting it on. I popped these babies in the LED lamp and they're done. And now I'm going to go ahead with the gel polish and start painting them. Again, this is the Beetles gel polish. It came in the Perfect 20 collection. If you want to see the full review for that, you can go to the first video, or I'll put the link in the description for that also. I love this Beetles gel polish. It goes on super smooth. It's full coverage. You do not need 3 and 4 coats. You don't even really need 2 coats half the time for this polish. I adore it. But again, go thin, people. Do not put your polish on too thick. If you put it on thick, it's going to cure really, really crazy. And you're going to have wrinkled, weird looking polish. And you're going to wonder why. You're going to go crazy. It's going to make you angry. And just don't do it. Thin. Keep telling yourself. Thin, 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 thin layers. So I basically sped up this entire nail polishing session because I wanted to show you guys what happens when you do not use thin layers of base coat or gel polish. You get these weird wrinkly edges or wrinkly ripply sections in each of your nails. They don't cure properly because the polish is just too thick. It cannot properly cure. So take your time and use thin coats, or else you're going to have a big blotchy, wavy mess. Okay? Thin coats, guys. Base coat, gel coat, everything. Make sure that they're really, really thin. So here you see that I redid this whole set and they all came out perfect, while the other one is wrinkly and weird. You definitely want to remember thin coats, guys. It's super important. So now we're at the fun part, and I'm just getting my little stamper cleaner area ready. Like I said, a lot of people use a lint roller for this. Me, I just use regular tape, and I place it over this giant Born Pretty stamper, and then I keep it close by, and I just clean off my stamper between, images on this. It's really just an easy access little stamper cleaner You don't have to use alcohol or acetone or anything like that. Just, you know, press your stamper down on the tape and it will clean off each time. So I was using my other set as a guide, and I noticed that I used the yes side on my thumb. So I went ahead and put the polish on, and I just stamped the no for this one. So my thumb on my other finger will be the no. And I'm just gonna take a piece of tape and clean off any part of the image that I do not want on the nail. So I'm gonna have a little piece of tape in my hand, and you're gonna just lightly let it pick up any part of the image that you don't want to use and leave any pieces that you do want. This is exactly how my little makeshift stamper cleaner works also. Alright, so now that we finally have it exactly as we want it, we're just going to line up the image over the nail and just roll it right onto the nail, and it's going to stamp perfectly. So after you're done stamping each image, you always want to just go back over it and clean them out with nail polish remover just to make sure that nothing gets stuck in there and to keep your plates ready to use. Now this image did not come off exactly as I wanted to. I scraped it too many times and the image got kind of messy because I smudged the image. So I'm just going to clean it off on the stamper just like that, and I'm going to start again. So again, all you have to do is take the tape and just clean off any parts of the image that you do not want to stamp. And when you get what you want and you have your desired image, you can go ahead and stamp it onto your nail. I love the clear stampers because they definitely do make it easier when it comes to placement and seeing where you're placing your images. You can just look right through it, so that's always helpful. I remember back when they first came out, you had to just look from the bottom and hope that you got it right. Now you have more precision, and I love that. Always remember to clean your plates between images. You don't want to let the polish dry, and also clean off your stamper between images. I always love these little bats. I think they're just cute to fill little spaces on your nails with. Last time I had a hard time getting them off, so I was like a little nervous that they wouldn't come off, but they seem to be cooperating this time. Now, one thing about this plate, you see how the letters are on a curve? That makes it a pain to stamp with these because you cannot always get the letters that you want. Ideally, I wanted to have 3 letters on each nail, but that was not working. I tried to get the ABC at first, and I tried for so long, I just gave up. So for most of the nails, I just stuck to like the middle of the letters because getting them on your stamping plate and then getting them on the nail, especially if you use the tapered nail like the stiletto or the ballerina nail, getting them on there is going to be hectic. I'm telling you, I was really struggling. So just have fun with it. Don't get too frustrated. But that is a warning for these plates. Getting those letters on there, especially on your curved nail, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. There is really no right way to use these plates. There's no order to placing the images really. You can use and place them wherever you want. And that's honestly the beauty of, stamping plates like this is that you can pick out the smallest image, whatever you're feeling, wherever your mood is. if you just want to use one thing off of this plate, which is what I've done plenty of times, you can do that. Like sometimes I will just pick one tiny little item that I like and take the rest off and use just that one thing. And it's up to you. You're just really having fun and creating something that you're gonna enjoy looking at and talking about and sharing. That's the whole beauty of nail art in general, and just you know trying new things. So these plates, you don't have to follow any real rules to them. You can do them however you want. So again, I stuck to the middle of the plate. It's just, for me, they were the easiest letters to place on these nails and actually get any part of the letter on there. So that was my little hack for the plate. But you can use any part that you want. I'm actually surprised I did not use any of the numbers when I was doing this set of nails. But again, as you will learn from stamping, you can use these plates in so many different ways. Like, I'm sure I'm going to utilize every part of this plate at some point or another. I have plates that are years old that I'm just now starting to use. So no worries, they will get used. This is a perfect example of just using a tiny image and not even, paying attention to what's around it. I just wanted that one tiny piece, and that's the part that I'm using, um, because it fits the little area that I wanted to put something in, and I'm just going to use it. It's really that simple. So on the last set, I was using the sun image, as you can see. This time I'm gonna use the moon on this finger. I did just kind of like try to contrast which ones I use on these nails, just for the sheer purpose of using as many of these as I could. So if you look at the right hand side of the screen, you can see the sun in the other nail. So I'm just gonna use the moon on the other hand. So remember when I said there were no rules to nail stamping? Well, I lied. There is. The main rule is, in between images, always clean your plate, always clean your stamper. You don't want nail polish to get stuck or dried out in there, and you don't want to forget or leave it in there too long, because you can ruin the plates. They're really deeply etched, and you don't want to get anything in there or get it messed up. So definitely make sure that you always clean off your stamper and clean off your plate between each image. Don't wait. So I'm living dangerously and I'm back on the letters. I'm trying to, you know, get back on track. And right now I'm just going to take this one and remove any parts that I don't like and go ahead and stamp it. All right, that one came out okay. So we're gonna keep going and see how we finish these nails off. Like I said, I really love this plate. I'm so happy that I waited and kept checking back for them, because this plate is so awesome and fun to use. And like I said, I love spooky nails, so I can use this year round. It didn't have to be for Halloween. I just like fun stuff like this. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this plate. And I actually wanted to do these as glow nails, but I was so excited to use it that I just started making them this way. but I definitely would suggest working these into a glow set. Like I said, this is another plate. This is the Cabinet of Curiosities one. And I like just picking tiny little images from this one just to add and kind of mix it up. So that's what we're going to do now. So right now I'm really just going back and forth between each plate and picking out different images that I want to use. That's really what stamping is about with these plates. You're just having fun and picking out different images and going with the flow and creating something fun and enjoyable. I really love just picking out different things and using them where I see fit. Okay, so we are officially done stamping for right now. The set is complete. Now I'm gonna just show you what they look like. Here's what I just finished. And this is both of them together. They look so cute. I love them. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the AZURE top coat. Like I said earlier, AZURE has such amazing base coat and top coat gel polishes. I cannot stress enough how much I love them, especially the top coat, because this is what you need to make your nails last, to preserve them. And AZURE top coat is like, it just goes on thick. It stays in tip-top condition for weeks. It just doesn't dull over time. It stays shiny, and it just does an amazing job preserving your nails. And when you spend time, really working hard on a design or perfecting a set, then you really want to be able to know that it's gonna last. And the Azure does that. Like, I love the Azure top coat. I really have to always pace myself when using it because I just want to glob it on. But yeah, Azure top coat. If you haven't tried it, try it. And this is the finished product. They are done. I put the top coat on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in an LED lamp and cure them and show you what they look like. So this is both sets, fully completed and cured, and I really love how they came out. I plan on doing this set again. Again, I want to do it with a polygel or glow in the dark look. There are really just so many looks and styles that you can achieve with these stamping plates. I'm super excited to try more of them and just really go crazy creating different looks and designs. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to comment and subscribe because I will be posting more videos like this. So if you like unboxing videos and swatch videos and reviews, this is definitely where you want to be. Please, guys, don't forget to always have fun and just be creative. Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about in the end. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed. I will talk to you later. Bye.